Hey champions, yesterday was a bit of a personal day, so I didn't get to doing a lot of work, so I didn't have a lot of updates for today. So I decided I'll do something different, something that was requested, and I'll do some card spotlights. I was trying to figure out which card to do. I've done a few of these in the past, and it's always hard for me to figure out which cards to do a spotlight on, because I love all the cards, and I need, really at the end of the day, I need some guidance from you on what cards do you want to hear me do spotlights on. But I'll start picking some cards out random that I think will have some good backstories to them. So today I'm gonna start with Zanbur-Dragon and Sky Storm Dragon. Uh, so these cards are functionally identical. The only difference is the name of the card, Zanbur-Dragon versus Sky Storm Dragon. But because we don't have a limitation on the number of copies you can have of a given card in your deck, it doesn't make a difference which one of these you run. Now, to give a little bit of background here, originally Genesis was not supposed to feature any dragons in them. What happened in the world of Jalara is that dragons and phoenixes weren't plentiful, but there were a lot of them in the world, and they all started dying out, except for one of them in particular, one pair. This pair of dragon and phoenix, they were bound together, and whenever the dragon could only die if the phoenix ever died. But since the phoenix never died, it always resurrected, and its essence always stayed true. The dragon itself could never die. And it eventually, if you read Fong and Long's story arc, you find out that it eventually made a deal with Long that if Long could kill the phoenix and permanently end its timeline, then the dragon will give Long the power to save his sister. So he makes this deal, and he goes about that process of killing the phoenix. And when he does this, he finally defeats the phoenix. And before the phoenix could rise from the ashes, he puts Fong's body into the ashes, and she's resurrected instead. So the phoenix's essence is then transferred to Fong, which ends that phoenix's timeline, which immediately kills the dragon. However, the power that the dragon gave to Long to allow him to do this and help mutating him and turning him into a part dragon. So now he and Fong are tied together the way the old phoenix and the old dragon were tied together. So that's the backstory of why dragons weren't supposed to be in Genesis. Then our goal originally, for everyone who does or doesn't know, Genesis was launched at a convention called SkyCon. And at SkyCon, our goal was to grow the company with that convention. So as the convention grew, it was going to be the destination spot to attend some of the high-end Genesis tournaments and vice versa. But that convention's not there anymore. However, for the second anniversary, the second and last convention, we decided to do a promo for them, which was based around their mascot, Sky. So we created this promo. There was only 54 copies, 4 of an alternate art, 50 of this art that you see up on the screen. And we gave those out during the conventions, and for the months that followed, the remaining ones we gave away. Then it became the issue when we got close to the championship that some people had access to this card and other people didn't, and how disadvantageous it was for players who didn't have this. Because the card, there was a particular deck style that did utilize this card and made it really strong. What we ended up doing was, when we got to Raids, is that we reprinted Sky as Zanbur-Dragon in the set. So now this dragon is now accessible to everyone. We had to keep his creature type dragon because we don't know in the future if dragons are going to have one advantage over, if creature types are ever going to have an advantage. So we had to make sure that we kept it as the same creature type. And then now we had to go into the lore and figure out, okay, how could it be possible that dragons could now exist in the world of Jalara? And we had to dig into what it means for a champion to beckon a summon. And the idea that was proposed to us was that, how is it that you beckon a summon? There's 2 parts to this, and we know this from the flavor text of Kabus. So maybe I'll do Kabus next, in my next video. But in the flavor text of Kabus and the flavor text of Baihu, you find out that there's 2 key components to beckoning a summon. One is that you have to imagine it. It has to be in your thoughts as a vivid image. And 2, you need the aura to take that thought and make it into reality. So anyone who has seen a dragon has the capability of beckoning another dragon. Well, we just went through the storyline. Long has encountered a dragon. So as Long as has seen a dragon, he is able to beckon it. And that means that there's a chance that other champions have seen dragons, because at least that one dragon. So you can imagine that Zanbur-Dragon is a close memory image of that last dragon that gave Long the power to save his sister. So a little bit backstory into that card. I hope this is what you're looking for when it comes to these kind of talks. Why did we design the cards? What's the backstory? I could go into the functional stuff if you want me to. There are some cards that I think can create cool combos, so I'll jump into those as well. But I think for now, this is the story I wanted to tell about Zanbur-Dragon. If you enjoyed that, leave a like, leave a message. Tell me, what did you enjoy? What cards you want me to see covered next? And was this something that you think is valuable? Did you think this was worth your time watching? Thank you, and have a good one. I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye.